So this some wild shit we about to get into, fam. Some wild shit. The NFL, fam, is under investigation, right?
Yeah.
And they're talking about claims of gender discrimination, harassment. Like the craziest part is the NFL has been in this type of shit for a while, and I don't want to get on my race card. I don't want. I don't
No,
want to.
get on it. What the hell?
I don't. I'm letting them know because a lot of people was getting on me about being racy with other topics in the comments and shit. But I just want to let everybody know I'm not. My goal is not to be bringing about race. It's just to bring about facts. Like I'm gonna tell you what's out there, or what has happened in the past, in case some of you guys don't know or probably may have forgotten because we're a part of this microwave society where we forget shit. But I'm gonna read some of this shit to you, fam. This shit is crazy. Hold on, I'm about to read some of this shit. So, in corruption is what they're saying. So it says the NFL is facing explosive. Fam, do you understand? Even putting that name in the article, that word, explosive allegations of racial discrimination and corruption made in a class action lawsuit filed by former let me see. Okay, no. This is a different one right here. This is the one where this is the one with the shit with Miami. Cuz I brought that up to bring up that same situation. Hold on, let me go to it. I got it right here. All right. Discrimination, gender discrimination and harassment, right? So it says the attorneys of the New York and California announced Thursday that they are investigating allegations of workplace discrimination. Same shit we've been hearing in a lot of these other places, and NBA teams too. I ain't gonna act like NBA is involved in that. Citing lawsuits filed by employees that describe gender, racial, and age bias, sexual harassment, and hostile work environment. Let me see. The officials, both Democrats, said that they are exercising their legal authority to seek information from the NFL regarding allegations of gender pay. Wow. Gender. Wow, dude. This is giving me a visual that's fucked up, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It says no person should ever have to endure that harassment, discrimination, or objectification in the workplace, James said in a statement. And then so they got some serious concerns about the NFL's role in creating an extremely hostile and detrimental work environment. The league said it will cooperate with the investigation, but called the allegations inconsistent with with the NFL's values and practices. So the NFL is saying that's not how we get down, quote unquote. What are your thoughts on that? I got some more to read, but I want to see what you think about that so far.
Oh man,
because this is fucking this is not only some wild shit. This has happened so many times. I don't even understand why. Why is somebody not dropping the fucking hammer on the NFL, fam? I'm not saying cancel them. I'm saying, why can't we go through the motherfucking emails, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I want them emails so bad, bro. I've been salivating for the motherfucking emails.
I'm just saying, eventually, like, how many fucking accusations does the NFL have to go through before they finally decide, you know what, let's see what the fuck's going on? Because you're seeing the whole Deshaun Watson shit, accusations. You gonna tell me 27 fucking women lied? Okay, look, we're not gonna get into that situation.
I feel like that's different, but if you recall, they said that the team was getting the rooms and all the hotels and shit.
Exactly.
And so they knew what this is.
Exactly.
They knew what they was doing.
But exactly, who's it go back to? The NFL.
Nah, big facts.
That's who it goes back to. It's just the fact that all these accusations around the NFL, eventually, you just gotta fucking say, you know what? I get it. NFL is basically the bread and butter of what the hell goes on national TV these days. But at one point, you gotta treat them like motherfucking human beings, just like us. That they can't be untouched. Mm-hmm. No, start putting the fucking hammer down on these dudes and see what the fuck's going on and put these motherfuckers in jail.
But this is
or fire them, or do something.
Now let me use the pushback, right? This is why you can't, right? This is why you can't, because that whole shit is like a ring, right? So you got the good old boys network, and if somebody goes down, what are they gonna do? Just like the shit that happened with old dude, what's his name? Let me see. I got his name over here. I'm gonna reread that shit too, cause everybody forgot. Like, nah, I will not let none of y'all forget about this shit. What's his name? Here you go, right here. Shit, I can't see his name. The dude with the emails.
Roger, not Roger. Wasn't Sean Payton?
Hold on, I'm almost got him. It ain't Brian Flores. It is. Nope, it's not that. It's not that. Shit, I can't find it. John Gruden.
Yep, John Gruden.
John Gruden. When John Gruden had that email scandal, what was the first thing he said? He said that if I go down, I am going to expose those emails. And he sued, and if I'm not mistaken, they got a settlement. He got a settlement for that shit to shut him up.
But also, that's another thing. Whose crazy ass told us before all them emails, all that bullshit on the emails came out? Who warned us like months ahead of time?
Who?
Antonio Brown's crazy ass.
Well,
he sat there and said that.
But fam, everybody in the league, they know this shit, but they trying to get their bread too.
I know, but Antonio Brown was trying to make it be known, like, hey, the NFL is fucking crooked. And John Gruden's up in there, and he was trying to let it be known, but no, we weren't listening.
We've been knowing, fam, but no, I wouldn't say they weren't listening. That we've been knowing the NFL been corrupt since season 1 of the NFL, when you couldn't be black and play on the NFL.
Oh, fuck, you right on that one.
Like, fam, we've been knowing this shit is corrupt. The thing is you can't touch a billionaire. Not only that, it's his motherfucking team.
And you know, you're right about that. It doesn't matter.
He owned it. He owned the city.
You're right. You 100% right. It doesn't matter what the fuck you say or do. You can't touch them fucking millionaires. Roger Goodell.
What you gonna do?
And what else? Who just got in a fucking allegation not too long ago? Almost lost his business. Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Them sexual allegations.
That's what I'm saying, fam. You gotta understand something. And I'm not trying to be on the owner's side. But what I'm saying is let's say that I am in some racial shit, the workplace of with the team I own, right? Then what I do and I go and they say, yo, you fucking up the workplace, blah blah, you shouldn't be here. All I'm gonna do is hire somebody to be my VP, executive VP. They don't run a team for me, but everything's coming from me. I'm telling that VP what to do. So that's the only reason why you really can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why for real, I want a big ass scandal to make it to where the levies are so deep or so overweighted that they just do a slam dunk on this shit and expose all the emails, expose all the backstory shit. Cause fam, I still to this day remember when that shit that happened, when they were talking about some of them emails with John Gruden shit, talking about doing the Lord's work with fucking up niggas' contracts. They said we are doing the Lord's work with trying to diminish the money, like trying to bring down the value of his contract. To me, that is fucking crazy.
And see that, and that brings back to what players were that?
They said, but I just thought that was they were black. They were black players. No, for sure they were black. They were black. And they said doing the Lord's work, trying to get black players' contracts down. And it's fucking crazy.
And that's why the whole discrimination, the gender, it's out there in public, but we're just not paying attention to it. Like the NFL posted on Facebook the day of the draft. They said for the first time ever, 3 black quarterbacks were selected in the top 5 picks. Mm-hmm. At what point, why the fuck does it have to be that 3 black quarterbacks were selected? Why can't it just be 3 quarterbacks were selected in top 3 and top 5 in the draft? You guys are labeling it, and we're fucking seeing it out there in public, and we're not saying shit about it. They keep labeling us,
facts,
and we're okay with it.
And that's why I say that I personally don't see anything big major happening. And there, like, even though we know this shit, what can you really do about it?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we don't say
some
nothing.
of this shit is just so obvious, but like for example, right? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna remind some of you guys some of the situations because yes, this shit is crazy. This is fucked up, but the NFL's been doing this shit, and I'm gonna bring up some points, y'all. Right? Flores, that was a fucking coach last year of the Miami Dolphins, sued the NFL in three teams accusing the league of discriminatory hiring and being racially segregated like a plantation. The suit all let me see the suit that 32 owners, none of them who are black, profit off the labors of black NFL players, which are 70% black. And they were also telling him to lose games, and then that way so they can so that they can do some other shit or somebody like that. Something about losing games, and that they would give him some extra money if he lose games, but it was messing with the integrity. He didn't want to mess with the integrity. So that was just one situation, right? Another situation, and this leads to my John Gruden joint. John Gruden had got hired when he was on a network. John Gruden wasn't doing a goddamn thing. Like he just was sitting back, talking about football on TV. They brought this man in over qualified people who were in the game currently. They brought him in, had him come in there, and then all of a sudden they found out all these emails with a whole bunch of owners doing God knows what, and they just let it disappear. They said, "Oh, we're doing an investigation," but come to find out, the shit was tied to so many other owners that they didn't want to let that shit go crazy. Why? Because if the owners start ratting on each other, the whole I'm turning out. If that shit happens, if the NFL owners fuck around and something happens, like let's say you an owner, you get bragged out on, and then you start dropping dimes on all other shit, the NFL might actually fuck around and shut down, fam. Low key.
I can 100% see that, 100%, because it just happened last year. Who is the one fucking coach, black coach in the NFL that deserved not I wouldn't say deserved, but earned an NFL head coaching job?
The dude with
Kansas City.
With Kansas City, yeah.
Eric Bellamy.
Yeah.
You gonna sit there and tell me that man
You
coach
watching that, right?
Huh?
You watching that, right?
as an assistant coach?
Yeah, facts.
So you mean to tell me that this man
That's crazy.
brought the past 6 seasons brought 5 AFC title championships, or 5 straight AFC championship appearances, 2 Super Bowls, and you gonna tell me that he didn't qualify to be a fucking head coach somewhere under Andy Reid? It's fucking corrupt. That man deserves a fucking job at the end of the day.
Okay, so I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I do believe that there's race involved with that. A big reason why I believe that there's race involved with that is simply because they say he's not the typical coach. You can't control him. And they love to control their black quarterback. I mean, their black coaches.
There ain't nothing to fucking control. As long as you're winning, what the fuck are you gonna control?
Nah, but that's not the case. When these guys are owners, they want all control. They want to know that they won because of them. For case in point, Dallas Cowboys ain't won shit because of their owner. Because if he don't win with him being the forefront guy and the coach listening to what he say and being involved in drafting and all that shit, they're not gonna do. He's not gonna let it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest case in point. If old boy would have backed the fuck up from the Cowboys and let the management do what they're supposed to do, let the coaches do what they're supposed to do, they would have won. They would have been won a championship, fam, or made it to at least the fucking the championship.
They would have made a Super Bowl. They would have made one.
At least made one. I'm not saying they would have won one, but they would have made one, 100%. But this is. Okay, so it is possible for them to. It is possible for you to have a situation where you can rat out or somebody telling this shit, right? The issue is we live in a time right now where it's so easy to fucking pay somebody off with a settlement and make them sign an NDA. That's the real deal. All these people right now I just brought up with the latest situation, they're gonna all sign NDAs and get a settlement for like $20 million.
It's not even that. It's the fact that also you've seen what's been going around the past couple of years. Hush money. The right amount of money, the right amount of money is gonna shut anybody up because that's
what the settlement is. That's what the hush money is. It's the settlement, and in the settlement they make you sign an NDA, which is a hush money. So that's exactly what I mean. I'm saying they're gonna all sign a settlement that's gonna have an NDA attached to it, and none of these people are gonna be able to say nothing. They're gonna all probably make about a total of $20 million. And they're gonna disappear into the sunset. Yeah. And because they made that money, they're gonna be like, fuck it, I'm cool. But to me, I would just love it if whoever's getting fucked over, just say fuck the money and expose this shit, man. Like for example, we can't forget what happened to Kaepernick, y'all. We can't be that far removed from remember what happened to Kaepernick. Kaepernick got blackballed by the entire NFL owners, and then they colluded not to hire him when the dude was still better than half the league at the time. To me, he still can come in and be a backup QB right now.
Oh, 100%. But also, I agree with you 100% on everything about Kaepernick. But also, when they did give this man a tryout, finally, they let him try out in front of all 32 teams, and then he just started yapping. Bro, they're giving you a shot.
Nah, did you realize what happened though?
What?
He had to sign a contract that day.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
What was the contract?
That's why the contract said that if you sign this right here, you give us all the power, and you can't say shit. And that's why he didn't sign it. That's why he didn't do the practice. He changed it to another location, did the video on the practice, and then did it there because if he signed that shit. It was like some weird wording in there where even the lawyer said if you sign this shit, they're gonna fuck you over big time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I can't fight him on the issue. But I'm just bringing up like we've seen this situation that's happening right now with discrimination and all that stuff. We've seen it from the NFL so many times now that I just don't understand why they don't just drop the motherfucking hammer. Like. Where is the Justice League of these people who should just wait and to just drop some shit on there? I don't understand where these guys hide that.
Well, here's the thing: the people that are probably the ones that want to say something probably fear for their fucking life too. Because at the end of the day, you talk about billionaires, like you said, billionaires. Billionaires will make you fucking disappear real fucking quick too.
I mean, I don't think these dudes is doing it like that.
Oh no, they're not doing it like that. But I'm saying they could
disappear. They're probably just paying them off. But that's why my thought process was, I want to see some of these people who don't give a fuck about money. Like, give me some of these dudes who don't care about how much money you gonna pay them. And they just gonna expose your shit because if they expose that shit, that's what's gonna make this shit go crazy.
Yeah, they probably don't care about the money themselves, but at the end of the day, it could be the same guys that got families too. Like, man,
well, true,
I don't want to do this to my family.
Okay, this is why we in the same situation, though, fam. Yeah. We're in this situation over and over and over because these people are here. They just filed a lawsuit. If they sign a settlement and they take the money, all this shit gonna go away. Yeah. Just like the Kaepernick shit went away. We have no idea what happened with the Kaepernick shit. And they found out doing an investigation that something actually happened, right? But they can't disclose that. Why? Because everybody had to sign an NDA. Even Kaepernick had to sign an NDA because he found out some shit and he can't expose it. Same thing with John Gruden. John Gruden, everybody that was in that email scandal has to sign NDAs now. They can't expose nothing. You see what I'm saying?
It's gonna come. That's why it's gonna come out eventually. It's gonna come out eventually.
Fam, NDA normally lasts pretty long. I mean, maybe like 10 years or something like that.
Well, I mean, that is true because if you go back to the Penn State scandal with Joe Paterno, that shit didn't come out until what, 20 years fucking later after they already committed all these crimes. Oh. Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
And that's my point. That's exactly why I'm saying so. So let's just say that. Because really to me, when the NDA, and I'm really hoping that's not doing a double feed right there. That thing, it seems like it's picking me up. It wasn't picking me up that loud. Maybe it's because I am being more projective. I'm getting more animated right now, probably.
No, I see what you're saying, yeah.
I'm probably getting excited.
You're getting hyped over
We're getting hyped. But what I think what I think is gonna happen, right, is somebody's gonna do a tell-all book. This is when I think this shit's gonna blow up. Somebody who's big time before they pass, or they go, fam, I'm gonna come out with a book, and they're gonna have all the shit exposed in that book. The emails, what was said in the emails, back behind the scenes situations with the owners, the racial shit. They're talking about guys where they gonna expose all that shit, and that's what's gonna come out. But it's gonna be like 15 years out.
And you know what I just thought of? Well, what I just said about a minute ago. When did they start talking about them Penn State allegations?
Like 2020, right?
No. What happened right before that? Like about a week before that.
Somebody had a book or something, right?
No.
What happened?
Joe Paterno passed away.
See what I mean?
Joe Paterno passed away, and then that's when all the allegations come out after he died.
You see what I mean? So he probably told somebody before he passed away, right?
About what was going on.
And said, look, man, this is my last dying wish. Let this shit go out.
But that's the thing. Joe Paterno was involved in it, but I think he knew, like, I'm about to die. I'm not going to be here to be judged anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass away and just tell him, like, I was involved in it. Yes, I had part of it, but this needs to be said. And then all that stuff came out after he passed away.
Just like I said, fam, that's exactly why my thought is that, because I literally feel like this shit ain't going. I mean, it has been like this for a while. This is just the NFL we live in. So I'm off that. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, let me know in the comments what you think has to happen for this shit to blow up the way it needs to be, where it's getting the real media coverage, where everybody's exposing shit, everybody's not having a good old boy network. Let me know what you think in the comments. What you think needs to happen for it to happen. So.